Yo guys and girls, what is going on, and welcome back to another Football Manager. I actually told you all a really big lie at the end of the last episode. I did say I was going to be back for the 3 games at the end of the season, but we ended up really smashing the league before that. We're 15 points clear and we won it with 4 games to go. So what I decided to do, and as I said in the previous episode, I did play through the same career from a certain point on Football Manager 2024. Once Football Manager the beta arrived, I didn't really want to do full streams, but I did play through a part of the season. So what I think we'll do is we'll do the Manchester United game, which is kind of inconsequential really.
Great job, gang!
But we'll do that and then we'll have an end of season review, find out how we've got on, best signings, all the rest of what usually goes on. But then we'll also compare to how we got on in Football Manager 2024, and we'll do some comparisons. We'll look across both the games. We'll find out how people did goals wise. We'll find out if we've won the league in that one, if we won the Champions League in that one. Nobody knows. You will not know what happened. As you know, we crashed out of the Champions League in this save. And then what I'll also do at the end of this episode is you will see me load this save, not any other version of this save, not any other difference of this, load this exact save into Football Manager 2024. That's what we will go ahead and do, and I will do my best to make it as clear as possible that I'm doing that, so you guys see the process of me doing it. But without further ado, let's make me small, get me up in my corner, which is up there I think, and yeah, we will see how we get on in the final game against Manchester United. So as we say, back for the Manchester United game today. We're comfortable. We've been really comfortable. 15 points clear of Liverpool, 85 points. We're going to win the league with a higher total than what we won it last time. What did we win it with last time? We won it with 80 to 77. That was the lowest. I know Liverpool won it last year with 79. And then we've gone to 85 this year, 105 goals, only 43 against, which isn't bad. It is quite bad. We're nowhere near the lowest conceding, but the highest scoring, so only lost 6. Lots of away games, couple of home games, which is silly. Drawn 4. Liverpool have lost 11, with us just beating them 2-1, which isn't too bad at all. So that's how it's looking in the league. We obviously crashed out of the Champions League earlier in the season, knocked out by Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. Quarterfinals, and we have won the Carabao Cup. So it's been a double season for us this year, which isn't too bad at all. So
oh no, she didn't.
Last 16 by Dortmund, quarterfinals by West Ham. And Barkey has come on and been our best scorer. One thing that does scare me, Zikovic is wanted, and he has a minimum release fee until he signs a contract on the 25th of the 6th, which if someone puts in a bid before then he could potentially go. So that's nerve-wracking. I've sold a few players before the season ends. I've got rid of Andrei Yegorov, as I have a queue of left-backs coming in next season. I have Batalla and Sanchez fighting it out for a right-back spot, and I do believe there's better competition out there for him. I have also sold Andreas Batalla, as I have somebody coming in next year. He wanted a contract. He was causing uproar in the squad about a new contract. Asan is going down the same route as well. I'm not having players coming in, pissing around, making the squad unhappy. I'd rather just sell them on. That's the way it works. So those are 3 players I will be looking to get rid of. Well, 2 are gone. Asan will also be on the list to get rid of at the end of the season. But I think enough of that yakking around. I think we will look to crack on with the Manchester United game, pick our team, and then find out how we've got on with the season. Usual biz. Do the starting 11, and then I'll be right back with you in a sec. Starting 11 going into the Manchester United game will be Andre and Go, Jorge Sanchez, Zeno de Bast, Ocez, Cafezas, Carlos de Beast, but I am going to change him back to a defensive midfielder on support. Gambella, Zikovic, Petkovic, Ivan, and Barkey up front. I'm liking that front 4, except for it would be Kepa Ruiz, who is injured. So he's going to miss the last game of the season. I'm going to keep Ivan just because of his goal scoring exploits this season. 21 goals. He hasn't scored in a few games, but 21 goals overall is pretty banging. 32 from Mbarki, 21 from Ivan, 16 Petkovic, 24 from Zikovic. That's not bad. Kepa Ruiz is probably the only one letting everybody down, although still contributed double figures, which isn't terrible. So we will say, let's give the fans a performance. I'm not going to offer anything else. Give the fans the performance. Last game of the season, see them off. We've already won the title. Unfortunately, we've already done the title celebrations as well. I wasn't expecting to win it like before I seen you guys again. I just genuinely wasn't expecting. I think Liverpool just lost a couple, and that was it. There was no kind of title race. We just pulled away with it. Oh, and Zeno, Carlos the Beast, Carnessi with a decent save. He's a really good keeper. Diakite to Nets on the left. Manchester United come. Garnacho. Cafezas jumps for the header. Does win it, but Gonzalez will pick up the second ball. Nice work from Cafezas. Gambella. Oh, and Barkey is gone, and that is a finish for his 33rd goal of the season. The pass from Gambella was incredible. Cafezas, Ivan, Gambella, and Barkey scores. Beautiful. With 5 minutes gone, I'll make it 1-0 to us. As Manchester United win a free kick, but Petkovic will get it but lose it. But it's picked up again. Zikovic with space on the right. Oh, it's a clever little ball to Mbarki. I wasn't expecting him to pass it. Zikovic with a corner. And white ball clear. Zeno the Bast. The Beast to the Bast, and almost made it too. 20 minutes to go, and it's looking a little bit quiet, but we're dominating in the places we need to dominate. More chances, they've got a little bit more possession. Our attacks are coming decently around, all around, so we don't know where we're going to come from. They're coming from the left, mainly. And now our attacks have been focused down our left. And momentum is kind of with us, but this highlight will end the first half as Sanchez on the right knocks it out to Zikovic. And he'll stand Shaw up and knock it inside. Oh, and Ben White had to clear. Gambella. Ivan, who has picked up a knock. Garnacho comes away with it. Spreads. Is he a regen? That's a lovely ball. And Guri makes it 1-1. That was a lovely little pass by Spretsterin. Spurtson. Don't know. Got no idea how to pronounce that, but it was a lovely pass. As now I want to see some more from them. Our boys, I mean. Cafezas, Carlos the Beast brings it forward and was unlucky. So we are playing well. I'm going to pump our fists. I'm just going to keep with the fans today. All about the fans on this final day of the season. Zikovic with a corner. Says couldn't reach it. Gambella. Garnacho loses out to Ortet, whose ball is lovely and I was ready to celebrate. And so was half the ground. Drop some encouragement. We're not playing badly. Although Petkovic isn't playing great. And Barkey just a little bit wide. He couldn't get his on it, you know. Hit the 70-minute mark. Only substitutes. So substitutes made. Jorge Sanchez for Batala be his last game for us as he's off to Salzburg, as we picked up earlier. Pineiro's going to come on for De Bast. Lukaku's going to get a run out for Gambella. Pox for Petkovic because he wasn't playing too good. And obviously, Ortet got brought on for the injured Ivan earlier on in the game. So, let's go. Let's finish this off. Can we bag a win? I'm going to demand a little bit more. With 10 minutes to go, I'm going to say, come on, boys. There's a bit more in you. With the storm raging outside. Encourage. Oh, I thought that was just going to be the end of it. Win it. No. Okay. Now what though? Andre sends it and Barkey We'll win it. Back to Carlos the Beast Lukaku. Oh, and Arteta has sprung in, and Plymouth Argyle end their season in the last minute. And that'll do ya. Little dance. That's what we do. Little dances on the sideline. Lukaku's ball through the middle. Arteta was onto it, and the substitutes combine. Yes. And that'll kill it at the death. We didn't need it, but it's nice to have it. I'd say we deserved it. 25 shots, 12 on target to 7 and 3. I mean, if you're going to go just off that, then outstretch arms. Nice victory. Way to end the season. That's what we want. It's a good points haul. It's the best points haul in a few years to win the league with. So that is the end of our season. Ivan's out. It's pretty irrelevant. So let's hit the end of season review. Record low league draws for Plymouth. 4 draws in the season is a new team low. If you know, do you get it from an all-time low? So that's the way that happens.
Nerd alert here.
So squad planning for next season. I don't think Jorge Sanchez going to get much. We could improve significantly. It says he can. So we'll see what goes down with next season. Right back is the place I'm thinking I need someone. Barkey top goal scorer award. Ooh. Zikovic second. Not a very high amount of goals in the league this year at all, but we'll take that. Kepa Ruiz has got young player of the season, which is pretty nice. We'll give him a little. Rodriguez as our win manager of the year. He's like, well done. That is stacked. Even Hassan's in there, which is super interesting in itself, really. We'll see what goes on with him next year. The stadium redevelopment almost finished. You must be keen that it's all over. We are. We're counting down the days. Here we are. So, end of season review, 28-29 season. New arrivals this year. It was mainly squad players we brought in, and Barkey did kick on to do bits for us in the end and become our regular striker. Zikovic had quite an injury-prone season. Steve Wilson, who is going to go on to do good things for us, played really well. But Barkey, 33 goals, 32 starts, not bad, 18 subs. That's the signing, really. Pox played plenty of games, 16 appearances, 30 in all, 6 goals, 5 assists. Elliot Anderson, only a D rating, not brilliant. Our record signing, who was Sebastian Osses, who played 51, 7 goals, 2 assists, not bad at all for a defender. But he played 51 games overall for us. That's another season. Lukaku, we signed him B+. They're happy with him. Cafezas, I'm happy with him as well. He's going to settle as probably be our first team left back for next season. He's only going to get better and better at 19. But we've got a queue of world-class wonder kid left backs, and Pizer is also one of those. He didn't have the best first season, but I think he's got the most growth out of all the ones I've got to do. I'll say that. He looks good. He looks bloody good, doesn't he? So yeah, happy with the signings this season. I think it's been a really decent bunch of signings that we've managed to get in. So in the Premier League, finished first. Average home attendance was 38,000, but that was at the Gary Neville Arena. It wasn't at Home Park. And Barkey ended up top goal scorer, and the board are super duper pleased. They want to look at our bummo.
Yeah. What?
But I keep saying no. Results wise, we did really good. League, we finished top. Champions League, we knocked out in the last 16 by Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund were the bane. We lost to them 3-1 in the group phases. Then we got knocked out by them. Borussia Dortmund. Grrr. FA Cup, we knocked out in the quarters. The board weren't super happy with that. We had some delicious games until that. We Coventry, Huddersfield, Wrexham was super easy. Not easy, but not as competitive than the first real competitive game we had against West Ham. Damp squib, lost it. Carabao Cup, which is ours. Winners. As God knows. Look, this makes no sense. It even makes no sense on here. Like, go back to the Chelsea episode in the Carabao Cup. It makes no sense. We lost the first leg 2-0 away. It even says it here. And then we won the first leg home 1-0. And then we got to the final. That makes no sense. Still to this day. And they even put it in here. They've not even changed the result or anything there. That's the way they put it. So it seems odd, doesn't it? That was our cup and league campaigns. Not bad. Carabao Cup, super confusing. Nobody knows what's going on. So biggest win was 8-1 against Dynamo. Bilbao was a game to remember. Another good win. And goal of the season was Gambella with a lovely volley. Let's have a look at it. So Pox whips it in, knocks it back, and Gambella places it. That's goal of the season. Maybe not the greatest goal ever seen, but it'll do. It's a goal, isn't it? Finances, your success definitely helped club finances, So being successful has helped us. The club's reputation has increased over the last season, which helps us attract a higher calibre player to the club. Boop, 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 boop. Sponsorship went up, broadcast revenue went down, corporate and hospitality is gone up a little bit. Competitions, more money, 10 million more. And our match day retail income has gone up a lot as well. Zitkovic sold the most shirts. I think that's the way it works. The person on top or the person to the left, whichever way it works. Petkovic, Pox, Gambella and Ruiz, of course. 6 million in merchandise sales. 3 million of that was from foreign. So we are becoming an international force. Our best 11, Barkey, Ivan, Petkovic, Zitkovic, Gambella, Asan back there. I'd say Carlos the Beast eventually, but Sanchez, says Pinero and Batalla, that's pretty much what I would start with anyway. Club awards, so Mbarki got player of the fans player, young player was Mbarki, signing of the season was Mbarki, goal of the season Gambella. Mbarki was our top goal scorer, Ivan with the most assists at 16. He got a few goals as well. Ivan had a really good season. 9 player of the match awards for Mbarki, which is really good. 7.3 highest player rating. I don't think that was it. I think Ruiz got higher, so I'm not quite sure why that is that. And most passes completed per 90 was Osez with 59. What a bloke. 3 records broken this season. Man of the matches in the season. Most goals by a player in the season. And record transfer fee paid. Paying 74 million for Osez was a record breaker, but look at him. 6'7". Like, not bad at all. Like, acceleration, pace is not bad for someone who's 6'7". Lover says. Plymouth have been brilliant since turning it on in the middle of the season. Their football was a joy to watch and deserved champions. There we go. Nobody cares about the dynamic timeline. Players ready to kick on when the stadium is complete. Our best 11 was a good 11. Schmitty's still holding on. He's not played anything at Barcelona this season. I wonder if there's fans out there saying, oh, he's listed for 26 million. Ooh, could we bring back Yusuf Schmitty? Ooh, Plymouth legend. So that's the best 11 where they are now. Our season review's looking like that. So we will accept the current vision. Do not sign players above the age of... Is there anything we can negotiate? Sign, I don't want that. That's cool. So we will set the end of season meeting, discuss plans for next season. Congratulations on winning the title. Great achievement, was easy. Season is finished now and it's time to focus so we can achieve looking forward. I think we qualify for the Champions League next year. Yep, pump our fists. That's exactly the sort of reaction. We put on a good show last season, so I'll be expecting us to give a good account of ourselves in the UEFA Champions League next season. Pump fist, that's brilliant, that's what I want to hear. Now I'd like to discuss... I want you all to break so we could discuss promises when you get back. I don't ever discuss promises. Thank you all very much. We'll talk again at the start of pre-season. Go have yourselves a nice pre-season. We'll set the camp destination. We will go to... Yeah, go on then. Let's go to Guangshen. No, we'll go to... Oh, where should we go? We'll go to Austria. I haven't been to Austria for years. The players in the player of the week. So, gang, that's the end of season. How it's looking on Football Manager 2023. Been a good season overall. And Barkey won loads. We convincingly won the league by, what's that, 16 points. So that's not too bad. So let's flip over. Now, let's see if I can work this out. Let's flip over to Football Manager 2024, which is right here at the end of season review. So it's the same team. Now, a couple things have changed in Football Manager 2024. So one thing that I do want to point out from the start is one person's name has changed, like, exponentially. Like, Juan Manuel Esteban isn't a new player. That's Ivan. So we got him from Legans, yeah. 41, 4, 143 and 45. So if I now load up, 1 second, Football Manager 2023, give me a second. Legans, 41 and 4, 145 and 44. Football Manager 2024 has changed his name. What happened in the last Football Manager was that a lot of Ivans were regenerated. So I think Football Manager has took it upon itself to change Ivan to Esther. Plymouth 140. So the best way I'd look to do it is by the appearances. I feel that's the best way to do it. If you look at him, that's the same player. So one thing to notice about Football Manager 2024 is that some things are slightly different, which I quite like. I do like the fact that there's not a ton of Ivans in the database. They have sorted that out and given them new names for regens, because there was loads of Ivans. So in Football Manager 2024, it's the same Argyle squad, same Argyle team. We did win the league again, and the Carabao Cup was already won by the time I loaded the save. We didn't win it as convincingly. We absolutely smashed the league in Football Manager 2024. In 2023, sorry. If we compare it over to 2023, in 2024, we won it by 6 points in the end. We lost 7, drew 5. And I didn't sim anything. I just played it side by side with it. Zikovic ended up as all of our top goal scorer. That's where Mbarki in the other one ended up absolutely being a dominating force.
Easy for you to say.
So if you look on 2023, Zikovic with 3 goals in the Carabao Cup, Mbarki with 8 in the FA Cup, Ivan with 6, and Mbarki with 19. And in 2024, it was Zikovic with 15, Ivan and Zikovic, Mbarki there in the FA Cup, and Zikovic there in the Carabao Cup top goal scorers. So yeah, it was a slightly different set of results, set of goal scorers that ended the season. Kingsley Coman was absolutely brilliant for us in the Champions League come the end, in both saves. Kingsley Coman was an absolute beast in the Champions League. Should have probably played him more in the Champions League. Didn't notice how well he was playing every time in the Champions League. So we will look at FM24 as we've just covered through FM 2023. I need to make sure that I'm looking at the right one and you guys are seeing the right one. So this is FM24 here. So end of season review, as I said, we did a bit better. So we're in exactly the same point. I'm not gonna really worry about any of that because we're not gonna use this save. This is just a comparison to see how I got on in another save. I don't even think that's going to matter. We chose Austria. Austria is where we're actually going. So in this one, the competitions, we actually got to the quarter-final of the Champions League. So we actually managed to do, as I said, a bit better in the Champions League. I loaded in this save to FM24 at the Ajax game. So this is a good kind of starting point to compare results for results. As in FM24, we beat Ajax 6-1 on aggregate. And in FM23, we ended up beating Ajax 7-2 on aggregate. So we're doing much better. Our formation was working much stronger, much better, much more sort of fluidly on FM22. So at 3. So I will need to make some changes going into FM24, which I've kind of done already. I've tested this tactic because I didn't want us to drag this save over, be training all these players for this tactic and it just miserably fail. So I have tested this tactic with a couple of saves in FM24 already, and I'm confident we'll do okay, we'll compete. So in FM24, we then got drew against Bayern Munich in the round of 16, who we had 2 brilliant games against, really. We beat them 6-0 away in Bayern, which is beautiful. And then the home leg was a 4-2 drubbing. We got drubbed at home, but thankfully took us over the line with an 8-4 aggregate win. Absolutely amazing. As we're in FM23, that was the end.
But this guy stinks!
We actually then lost to Dortmund in the next round. So we did get a German team again. We got the different German team and we ended up going out to them. So our run in FM24 in the Champions League was actually a lot better than our run in FM23. As in 24, we had that amazing 2-legged tie against Bayern, and in the quarter-final, which we got to, we then lost 4-3 to Barcelona, which was unlucky. I think it was a very last-minute winner as well from Dusan Vlahovic, who took Barcelona through to the next round, who beat Inter on penalties, and have got Manchester United in the final on this version of FM 2024. Competitions-wise, we did all right. We'd already won that. Oh, and in the FA Cup in FM 2024, we actually got knocked out in the 5th round by Wrexham. In FM 2023, we actually beat Wrexham in that 5th round. That draw was already done by the time I loaded this in. We actually beat them 5-0 and then went on to lose to West Ham in the quarters. So our run in the FA Cup was way worse in FM 2023 than it was in FM 24 as well. I mean, losing to Wrexham was pretty shoddy, and it actually wasn't a good result at all. Getting beat away at Wrexham 3-2, conceding 3 goals. That is the most disappointing part about that, isn't it? That took ages. So Zeno DeBas got an own goal. John Smith, he's like a brew. Brendan Weirdo and Jose Manuel Esteban, who is Ivan. Don't forget that's Ivan. He's got a determination of 4. I didn't realise that, and it's going down. And Mbarki, we played absolutely terribly all round. A couple of 7s and stuff, but I mean, come on, lads. So in FM2024, our FA Cup run was something shocking. As we just popping in own goals, we weren't. Mbarki, the player models look slightly different as well. We'll go through that when we load them into 2024. Some player models look brilliant. Ivan scored an absolute beaut, and he actually did ears to the crowd. That's not brilliant, is it? Francis got in a little cross, and Smith was at the back post. Pinero just decided not to jump at all, and we're due with a wonder goal just to kill the game off. I mean, nobody wants to see that, really. And that ended our FA Cup run. If I have a look at some player stats. So in FM23, we had Mbarki, who was the league's top goal scorer, with Zikovic second. Not many goals overall, I said that at the end. Even Ivan was 6th with only 13. He was popping them in. Sanchez had the most yellow cards. Lukaku with the key passes. He was first, despite not playing the most games. I'm a bit disappointed Gambella wasn't there, because Gambella is our midfield centre. Arces was up there with the most team goals, 105 team goals in FM 2023. Expected assists, 12.61 from Kepa Ruiz. He's like just assist after assist after assist. He was top of the assists, with Ivan even was second with 10. And Carlson joint as well. Mbarki got off the most shots with 103. Rafael Leao, most player of the matches, with 10. Kepa Ruiz was nowhere near with 6. Rafael Luiz was absolutely out there. Most passes, Kepa Ruiz, 102. Ross Barker, 95% completion ratio. Most tackles was Maeda. We're not even on that list, which is odd. Not even on the list of dribbles, which I don't like. Clean sheets, we haven't got a keeper on there. Elian Andre with 12. Ooh, not that many clean sheets. That's something we need to work on next season. And the fewest conceded, Elian Andre conceded 43, which puts him in the top 7. Doesn't make him the best. But if we have a little quick swing across to FM 2024, you'll see things are slightly different. As Bledgio, we didn't have Zikovic 15, Esteban and Mbarki didn't even reach the top 10 or the top 8. And he was the top goal scorer in 29 in Football Manager 2023. Jesper Carlson, Kepa Ruiz was not top of that. Carlson was banging. Rafael Leao with the most shots. He outshot Mbarki, 85 to 89. Mbarki got 100 and something in his other one. Most player of the matches, Leao won that comfortably. Again, most key passes, Kepa Ruiz was top of that as well. Carnesi, best completion ratio. It was Ryan Barker, wasn't it? We weren't in any of those anyway. Most clean sheets, Elian Andre jumped up a little bit. He was 4th as opposed to 7th or 8th. Fewest conceded again. Elian Andre has jumped up a little bit. Mbarki is top of the expected goals, says yellow cards. Kepa Ruiz in the crosses attempted. He was definitely up for whipping in a few crosses. Yegorov put in the miles on this one. Lukaku was there again for key passes, so that's really interesting. He loves a key pass or two. But the most interesting one I find is the fact that Mbarki on 2023 Match Engine seems to be banging them in, and then on the 2024 Match Engine he seems to struggle. So I'm not going to see that as a way forward. I'm still going to stick to my plan of these players. Like, this is my squad going into this next season. Couple of additions, unless we end up losing a few players. So that would be the worst case scenario. So I think that will do for a little comparison in regards to trying to find out how people have done. As I said, there's a couple of changes. You'll notice it in the Match Engine. Players do look a bit different, because obviously their regens, Football Manager can make them look how they want. Jose Manuel Esteban is Ivan, and he'll always be Ivan to me. You know, this summer he's gone away, gonna have himself a little name change, I think. So what I want you guys to do to see happen right now is I want you guys to see me load this in. So let me just do this. I am going to save and quit Football Manager 2023. That's my plan right now. So I will even show it across so we see PAFC game. This is now Football Manager 2023. We are back there. Close this. Football Manager 2023. Bye-bye. Quick game. Not saved. Yes. Plymouth, that's the one. And this game will close. You'll see a black screen, but you'll still see me. That should be right. Oh. That's not right for some reason. Oh, it's not right because Football Manager 2024 was laid underneath this. Right, so what I need to do, I'm going to let you guys see this raw. So I'm going to go quit to start screen. No, I don't need to save this game. It doesn't mean anything. And we're back on the start screen. We need to go, I go load game, Football Manager 2023, Crozy plays Plymouth Twitch. And converting game right now, new kits and all. So we save this game as Crozy plays Plymouth Twitch. But what I want to do also is delete. Just all the backup saves. Delete. I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to jimmy anything that happens. Everything that happens I want to be as natural as possible. So I want you guys to see it. So Crozy plays Plymouth Twitch. That's what I've always called it. It's just my original one. So there we are, gang. We are right here at the end of the season. So we've literally just done everything. And Barkey is the league's top goal scorer. We're going to Austria. Is it still? Oh, Ivan's name's changed again. Ivan's name's now Joel Esteban. Okay. Ivan's name's changed again. Look, that's got nothing to do with me. You've seen what I just did, alright? So, that is the end of Season 7, guys. I look forward to bringing you Season 8, which is going to be on Football Manager 2024. I've got a couple of careers lined up. I'm over on Twitch playing through a Wrexham career at the minute. I'm going to get all of the 10th tier databases and just start a career right in the lower leagues and do a road to glory on that as well. I'm also planning to do an Ajax career. So those are probably going to be my 3 for this Football Manager. But the Ajax career, I'm going to be very open to taking other jobs. I think what I might even do is just do 3 seasons. Restrict myself to 3 seasons at every club. Give myself like a year, then a season to build my own squad, and then a season to really roll with it with each club. And then, you know, see if we can win as many trophies with as many clubs. Kind of like a, you know, one of those road to glory things where people do, where they do all the different clubs. But that's not necessarily going to be the aim. But I'm not going to get too attached to one club. I'm quite a one club person. I don't generally take loads of jobs and do all of that kind of thing. So I do feel that maybe, you know, next year it'll be, maybe to do that as a career will be fun for me and different for everybody else, because I don't take on a great deal of jobs and things like that. So thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you very much if you've managed to get to the end of Season 7 on Football Manager 2023. I look forward to bringing you lots of content for Football Manager 2024, lots of content for the PlayStation. I'm just going to do gaming content. My Asian homosexual friend who likes PlayStation gaming. On that note, I'm out. Peace.